Oh, hello, it is I, your boy Gomi, and we're continuing our coverage of UFC 290. We're going to be looking at the featured bout, the third fight on the main card. Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus Dricus Du Plessis. Alright. I hate this fight. I hate it. Let me be honest with you. I hate this fight. Why do I hate this fight? Because I want a different outcome than what I know. Like, I'm trying to get fool. I'm trying to convolute it. I'm trying to tell myself it'll go some way differently than I pretty much know it will be. Because I really like Dricus Du Plessis. I really like him. I'm not as high on Robert Whittaker as a lot of people are. I do think he had two of the greatest fights of all time against Yoel Romero, another guy I'm very high on. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan of Whittaker's fights. I'm not. He's very talented. He's amazing, very skilled, very talented fighter. But he ain't no finisher, man. I know he's been facing really tough guys, but you could have took out Till and Cannonier. Come on, man. You could have took them out. He didn't, unfortunately. It's okay you didn't take out Vittoria or Adesanya. Those guys are extremely tough and not impossible to take out. No way you're knocking out Romero. No way. But yes, regardless, the main reason why I'm not a huge fan, though, at the end of the day, besides how I care about either guy, is I just wanted to see some new blood for Izzy. I really would love to see Dricus fight Izzy. I think that'd be a fun fight, too. I don't find Whittaker fighting Izzy fun. I like the first fight. I did not like the second fight. I hated the second fight. I thought that was just such a poor showing, honestly, from Whittaker. Barely ever using his right hand. And Izzy really needs a guy to come at him. I don't know why we haven't gotten this through yet, but we need a guy to push the pace and put pressure on Izzy to get an exciting fight out of him. That's why the Pereira fights were so good. That's why they were so good. You know someone who would push the pace and put pressure on him? Dricus Du Plessis. That'd be so good. Izzy would win, but it'd be so much more fun than Whittaker fighting him. Regardless, let's look at this middleweight fight, which is going to be Robert Whittaker versus Dricus Du Plessis. Robert Whittaker is going to be 32 years of age, 25 wins, 6 losses, 10 knockouts, 5 submissions. He's going to be 6 foot tall, orthodox stance, 73.5-inch reach disadvantage, a 0.82 takedown average, 42.37% significant strike accuracy, -380 favorite. He is a heavy favorite on this card. Like, there's a lot of them. Significant wins over Marvin Vettori, Kelvin Gastelum, Jared Cannonier, and Darren Till. He actually also has some other pretty good wins as well, too. Like I said, Yoel Romero. I didn't include it just because they're older compared to these other fights, but that's a very good win. Honestly, better than Till. He also beat Uriah Hall. He also beat Brunson, who is on Dricus Du Plessis' list, and then Jacare Souza back when he was the man. Or no, not Jacare, it was Ronaldo, right? Yeah, Ronaldo Souza, forgive me. But yes. Now, Dricus Du Plessis, he's going to be 29 years of age, so a younger guy. A record of 19 wins, 2 losses, 8 knockouts, 10 submissions. Yes, you read that correctly. Only 1 decision in his entire career. And his last couple of opponents have not been bums. 6'1". He is a switch stance fighter. One of the better switch stance fighters in the form of how often and frequently he switch stances. Like, for example, Israel Adesanya is a switch stance fighter, but at the end of the day, his main tools are with his orthodox style. He's primarily orthodox. While Dricus, he can fight effectively in both stances. Is he as good or as technical as an Israel Adesanya? Not even close. But he actually, I feel, is ambidextrous. Truly ambidextrous. He's going to have a 76-inch reach advantage, a 2.83 takedown average, a significant strike accuracy of 57.14%. He is a plus 300 underdog. Significant wins over Derek Brunson, Darren Till, Brad Tavares, and Trevin Giles. I don't need to go in detail of how Robert Whittaker can fit in this fight. We all know. Robert Whittaker has the more intelligent striking game. His main weapon that he truly utilizes is not his patent karate style or his patent roundhouse kick. his main thing and his true skill is always going to be in his distance management. He is a master of managing distance, and the only time he's ever truly like gotten the crap kicked out of him was when he forego distance management. When did he do that? His first fight against Israel Adesanya. He really was just jumping and leaping in, trying to make something happen and copy the success of a Kelvin Gastelum. Because that's the thing he always does, is he copies. Like when he fights Israel Adesanya, his main problems, he always copies how somebody else fought him, and that is his downfall. I don't see a way he can beat him, but regardless, his main weapon again is distance management. I got a little sidetracked. His distance management is so good because he can dart in and out of the pocket. He'll always be right out of the range of the opponent and in his own range to land brutal shots. He's got a very diverse skill set in terms of his strikes, but he does lean heavily on his patented same stance kick combo, basically, where he'll go for a right hand high kick or left hand high kick. It's very efficient. He catches a lot of people with it. He caught Yoel Romero with it. He caught Marvin Vettori with it bad and rocked Vettori, which, as we know, is very hard to do. Absolutely decimated Vettori during the course of that fight. And it's something I can see him catch Dricus with, because Dricus is just a little too chaotic. Like, he just gets a little too chaotic sometimes. And I can see Whittaker catching him with that, dropping him, or badly rocking him. Because we've seen Dricus get rocked against Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson, he does have heavy hands, but he is a sloppy striker who just kind of runs at you forward drunk with his strikes, but they have tons of power, and they were able to damage Dricus Du Plessis. Whittaker now will have less power, but much more precision, and he'll come at him like that, so I can spell bad news for still knocks. A lot of people are talking about the wrestling game of Whittaker. It's not all that. His wrestling game is meh. He's not a wrestler, he's a striker. People are talking, oh, he's gonna wrestle against Izzy, wrestle. We saw those win. He got on his back once, and then he got a few takedowns that Izzy sprung right up on. And people want to say he won the fight because of that, despite Izzy getting a knockdown. And that far outweighs just grappling. But regardless, I don't think he's going to take down Dricus. Dricus, one of the things we've seen is he's one of the strongest guys in the division. He's strong. He's powerful. He was holding down Darren Till in such an awkward position, man. He's able to reverse some takedowns against Derek Brunson. He's really, really strong and really, really athletic. I don't think Whittaker's going to take him down. If anything, I'll see Dricus take him down. I can see Dricus take him down or take him up against the fence, and he can land some serious shots. Overall, Whittaker's decision. I feel that's his main way he's going to win. He clearly has proved, like, I don't think he's going to knock out Dricus. You guys are crazy if you think he's going to knock him out. Literally, he's tough. He's durable. He has heart. And we've seen that if you have some heart against Whittaker, he probably won't be able to finish you. But I still can see, and the most logical outcome is Robert Whittaker dominating Dricus with his distance management, darting style. But the chaotic wildness, the switch stance charge combinations of Dricus, I get a feeling in my heart, like I said with Pantoja and like I said with Yair, I feel like we could see Dricus make something happen. I like all three underdogs on this card. If you ask me who I want to win and deep down feel will win, I'm gonna go with the underdogs. If you're asking betting, I'm gonna say you're probably better just bet Whittaker by decision and bet Volkanovski by decision. That's a better bet. But what you asking if my heart is and what I'm gonna put some money on, I think Dricus has a chance. Because we've seen Whittaker get dropped by, of all people, middleweight Darren Till, which, as we know, middleweight Darren Till sucks. Yes, he was dealing damage and almost could probably finish Dricus, honestly, in the second round. But for the most part, Dricus just beat him up and was able to get him on the ground and submit him. Exact same way I called that fight, by the way, back when I did my breakdown video of that fight. Just because Dricus is a tricky switch stance fighter, and if you could get tricky with Whittaker, you could catch him with something. I could see him catching him one of those shift combinations that he likes to do. Dricus is also very good at basically paying a lot of attention to the body and throwing body shots. I could see him just catching Whittaker with something. It's not like Whittaker hasn't been knocked out. It's not like he hasn't been dropped. Whittaker doesn't have an amazing, ungodly chin. No, he doesn't. He has good distance management and head movement, but he keeps his hands down low, and he relies on movement. If Dricus could nullify that movement and get in with a shot, he can drop and hurt Whittaker. We saw Cannonier was hurting him for a few exchanges. We saw Romero drop them, almost finished them. We saw Izzy finish them. We saw Wonder Boy back in the day finish him. It's not impossible. It's not. I think Dricus Du Plessis has a chance of winning. And I'm rooting for him to win. I don't care. I see a lot of people are hating on Dricus. He's become one of the most hated people in the UFC, one of the hated fighters. Like, everyone's like, oh, this guy's so sloppy. He shouldn't be in the top 5. It's so horrible to see this guy in top. I don't know what y'all watching. Like, yeah, he's a little sloppy, but that's his style and it works. It's not like he's like garbage. And he's finishing these guys too. He's finishing elite opponents. The only person he didn't finish was Brad Tavares. Other than that, Trevin Giles is pretty solid for outside top 15. Brad Tavares, borderline top 15, outside top 15. Darren Till, Brunson. Brunson is still literally a gatekeeper for the top 10. And he finished all those guys other than Tavares. He's exciting. He's fun to watch, and he's a cool dude. I'm rooting for the South African. But yes, this has been your boy Gomi. Let me know in the comment section below if you think I'm an idiot and why you think Robert Whittaker is gonna decimate him, why he's gonna decimate my boy, or if you have some faith in me and you have faith in Still Knox. Let me know. I want to know there's some of you out there. But yes, once again, this has been your boy Gomi. Bye bye.